Today I want to talk about how to handle a breakup. You know, people, it's either it's happening to you, happened to you, or you're just wondering on where to go from here. Know what to do after a breakup and how to handle it, or things to think about after a breakup happens. So, I've been in 2 relationships, too. I'll admit the first one was my fault. Second one I think is, it's whatever. But what I think is important is to let the person go. Good, bad, alright, doesn't matter. Whether they were good to you is your fault, let it go. Forgive yourself, seriously, And it's taken me a while to forgive myself. Or not forgive myself, but to realize that I was wrong in the first place, I'm not saying it was totally my fault, but I accept that I was part of it, I was most of it. But anyway, I think the first part in being willing to let go is, I think the first part in willing to get over a breakup is to acceptance, because denial is just gonna keep you there. Acceptance, it's gonna hurt, but you can move on. If you're in denial, you're stuck on the situation, and to be honest, sometimes denial is because that's the last part that you have with that person. So you hold on to the pain that you have because that's the last thing that you have connected to that person. And it's not healthy, So I think the first part is acceptance. So you need to learn to accept that it's over and that you're not going to be seeing this person. The second part is to reflect to an extent. I think you don't need to be dwelling about it for the rest of your life or every time here and there, but I think you need to think about, sorry about my phone going off. I released some positive stuff on there. So anyway, I think that you need to reflect to an extent. There's healthy reflection, then there's toxic, and then unhealthy reflection. So I think that when it happens, you need to reflect, okay, not what could I have done better, but what could I have done better, but not what could I have done better. It sounds stupid, but think about, okay, what could I have done better for me? So I've realized that why am I gonna force someone to give me their time, their affection, So I'm not gonna force anyone, and that's one thing I had to learn. You don't force people, so that's one thing I reflected on, is to, be more secure in myself. And that has taken a good minute. Not a long minute, but it's taken a good minute. A month or whatever, nothing years or whatever. But it's taken me a good minute to really be secure in myself and okay. But, I want you to just reflect. Am I really secure in myself? If you were really jealous in a relationship, learn to not be jealous. Be secure with yourself. I think being most secure with yourself is the most important thing before getting into any relationship. Because I know I've talked about this in other videos, but if you put your value in things or people and it leaves you or it's gone, you're left with nothing. And I think you need to really put in the work for yourself in order for this to happen. So first stage is acceptance, 2 is reflection. Then I think 3 is to know your emotions. So know your emotions, be emotionally intelligent, and catch yourself when you're sad. Because, recent times, I was nothing crazy, but a while ago, I catch myself, I'd be alright, I'll be sitting there, you'll be chilling, and you'll get sad randomly, you'll think about it. Catch your thoughts, literally just say to yourself or in your head or whatever, just be I'm sad, but I'm not gonna let it affect me. I'm gonna stay positive, and I'm gonna keep going, I'm gonna keep going, that's one of the biggest things. I'm gonna keep going. So catch yourself, okay, I'm thinking about it, let me stop, let me get busy, let me do something. Because if you're not doing anything, you're gonna think about it. So I think also keeping busy is good, but understand your emotions. It's okay to miss the person, but to dwell on it and to be stuck on it, you can see it, but to indulge in the sadness is a whole different thing. To feel sadness is okay, but to indulge in it and to be stuck in it is a totally different thing. So I just wanted to bring that up. So What else? So yeah, we have acceptance, reflection, emotional intelligence, catching yourself, because you don't need to be stuck on being sad. I think the fourth one is to, I don't know if I want to go straight to it or if there's something in between that I'm missing, but to change. To change is to grow, to change in the right ways. So let me go about this. You need to focus on yourself. In my opinion, you need to really focus on yourself, not just because of the breakup, but all the time. So I want to do another video on what to do when you're in a relationship, not for the other person, but for yourself. But we'll get to that. But change yourself. Learn to love yourself. Just change in that sense. Because if you were jealous or insecure or this or that, learn to love yourself and not be insecure. Or you could feel jealous, like I said in my last video, but do not let it control you. Do not make it known. It's okay to feel things, but how you react is really what matters. So you need to really focus on yourself. What helped me was deleting social media. I consumed a lot of content and it wasn't healthy, so I decided to delete them. I only kept, I didn't keep anything. I didn't use Snap. I think I kept Snap for a little, but then I deleted it because I was like, what's the point? I don't text anyone on there, this and that. I deleted TikTok, I deleted Snap. I'm just saying that in order to focus on yourself, I think you need to get rid of distractions, and a lot of distractions being on the phone. Don't get me wrong. You could be addicted to your phone, but consuming content is totally different. I think creating content is better. Like what I'm doing. I'm not saying what I'm doing is better, but I'm just saying that how much time you spend consuming content might reflect you, because if you're consuming a lot of sad content, then you're gonna be sad. You're gonna have sad feelings. So I think that consume better, at least. More positive stuff, stop watching all that sad stuff like Bart Simpson being sad. But really focus on yourself. If you always wanted to paint. If you always wanted to draw. If you always wanted to learn a new hobby. Seriously, I think that trying new things and being with family and friends is what's important. Thank you. Anyway, can get over my sneeze. But yeah, I think that also having real loved ones around you and friends, I think it's really important. But to really focus on yourself, so don't just go out with Okay, sorry about that. But also I don't know Spanish like that, so it's just habit. Anyway, it's good to hang out with friends at times. Me personally, I didn't. I don't really have a lot of friends like that. But I think it is good to hang out with friends here and there. But you still don't want to use your friends as a replacement for your happiness. Friends can leave as well. So I think that really focus on yourself and to really do what you need to do. And it's okay to go out with friends. I'm not saying it's totally wrong, but really focus on yourself. This is the time where you need yourself more than usually. Not ever, but more than usual. Sorry about that. But to really change, I think that it's the hardest, maybe the hardest part, besides acceptance. So if let's think, what else you can change? Maybe change how you act. Were you really negative in the relationship? I kind of don't really know what I've talked about, but I know it's been really heartfelt. So if I've gone off topic, it's really heartfelt for me. Or really just coming from my natural self. But yeah, for me, my first heartbreak, I wanted to pick up a new hobby, and I was watching a lot of guitar stuff and music. I was really into music at the time, and I picked up guitar, like a year and a few days. Like, I'm not saying it's been like crazy long, but I'm happy. I'm not putting my value in it. What if it breaks? You know, what if I lose my arm? I can't play no more. Then now my happiness gone. Like, no, it's God. You know, I think that's another thing, is to chase Christ. Don't chase religion. Chase Jesus Christ. I don't know what his name is, but he said that better than anyone. He said, chase Christ, not religion. Christ has been used to like have genocides happen and racism and prejudice stuff. So do not chase religion, chase Christ. You know, I've done that. You don't have to, but I think it is a really good thing to whatever, you know, follow. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. No, I'm not gonna force it on anyone. I think that everyone has the right to their own things and their own beliefs. But and learn to love yourself. That's really what I'm trying to get at. And for your next relationship, I'll make another video on that probably tomorrow. No upload yesterday. I had a lot going on. You know, it was just kind of late. I woke up late today. I was up late. But I want to be open and honest with you guys, even though I'm a little small channel, but I just like being honest. This girl I was talking to, yeah, it's like kind of a long story, not really. I'm gonna sum it up. It's gonna be very basic, but a random number would always call me a no caller ID, and I'd usually decline it or like joke around. But then I actually was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a real conversation with this person. And I knew it was a girl, so I was like, alright, blah blah, what do you want, this and that, yada yada yada. And I actually so she told me her Instagram. We got to know each other, and I thought she was really cool. I thought she was also pretty, but that wasn't like everything to me. But like we had a lot in common. I think it was just a friend, you know. But we had a lot in common. She was really like positive, seemed smart. And you know, I was like, dang, this girl is pretty good. But so I'm just, but let's see. Yeah, today we were planning to meet up and to hang out, and then literally I was like, all right, when, you know, I was like, I'm ready. She's like, all right, I'm on my way. So like, she's like, I'll be there in 10 minutes or something. She was like, you know, give me 10 minutes. And she was like, I'm on my way. And I was like, all right. And then I get a few minutes go by, 10 minutes. And I was like, weird. You know, I texted her, I said, what's up? I said, yo, what's up? Nothing, no text back this time. So I check her profile, because I'm like, weird. I'm unfollowed, and she unfollowed me. And I was like, bro, I just got played. I was like, dang. I was like, I felt a little bit of sadness in the moment, but I wasn't gonna let it control me, like, at all. So, like, I was kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie about it. I was like, dang, because I really did feel like this girl was genuine. We had a lot in common. She was smart, she was pretty. And I was like, dang, for once a girl's actually coming after me. You know, and I was like, that's new. I was not looking for a relationship at all. Like, I was really focused on myself, so her coming to me and talking, it was new. And I was like, dang, you know, I could really see some of this girl. And I actually like had a little thing for her, nothing crazy, but I was kind of excited. I was like, yo, you can pick out my outfit and everything, like we can go eat. You know, so she unfollowed me. And I mean, it is what it is, you know. I just think of it as God's doing, because I have been praying the last few days, like, God, if it is in your will, let it be, make it happen. If it's not in your will, remove it completely. And I think of this as him removing her completely, for whatever reason. No, it sucks, cause yeah, it just sucks, but you know, we not gonna dwell on it. I've been feeling really positive after I hit my friend up and I finally gave him his present, and it was pretty good. And we talked for a little, and then me and my dad talked once I got home. It's been a good day. You know, there's so much more than relationships. You know, I was looking at the sky, it was beautiful. I was like, man, there's so much more to life than just relationships and stuff like that. So you have to look at the positive things. And I also think that like me and her we did have a good few chats, only one chat, but like, we had a good chat, and I value it. So even though it didn't work out, or for whatever reason that she unfollowed me, I'm grateful for the time I spent. It's just another learning opportunity. Yeah, it was negative, but I think of negative days and this and that as learning opportunities. So, yeah, kind of opened up there, not crazy, but it is what it is. Anyway, if you're going through the same thing, or going through a heartbreak, just know I'm here for y'all. And it is rough, but it does get better. It really does, even though I feel like it's not gonna, it does. And stay positive, always stay positive. I love y'all. You matter. And God loves you, and I love you. Peace.